Aquarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is an energy reading for Aquarius sun, moon, and rising sign. So this is really an Aquarius energy reading. So please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your reading. If you're looking for personal readings, I do those. Please check out my website at www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Okay, let's get into the reading. God, please bring in messages of balance and health, prosperity and productivity, and truth for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. Something in the past that was out of balance. And yes, we have to get deeper into it. There's something in the past where maybe you skipped over the in-between part. You didn't want it. Or you denied yourself the experience of something because it got uncomfortable, because you weren't willing to navigate that odd and uncomfortable time, maybe in a relationship or in a job, whatever it was. But it doesn't, the energy of something doesn't show up in the past unless it is playing out right now. And this is what showed up in the past, far in the past. So it's not just the beginning of this week or maybe even within the year. Embrace the in-between has showed up way in the past. This could be childhood or when you were younger, a decade ago, something there. And maybe it taught you something, but something there was embrace the in-between. No. There was not a balance. In other words, you either rushed in to it or you rushed out of it before you really gave it its due, because there was that awkward in between you didn't know what to do with. Okay, so Aquarius, now we get to the cards that come out here, and look what it shows me. Balance, peace, and harmony. So where you could not find balance and peace before, you have found it now. And then we have be here now. Oh, double whammy, man. This is beautiful energy. Be here now and make peace. Not only make peace with the past, but have learned from it so that you're not recreating that experience. You're happy with where you are now, as opposed to forget about the in-between, try to jump over it, try to avoid the discomfort. No, you're just looking at the beauty of the moment. Or you're being told, hey, Aquarius, look at the beauty of the moment in front of you. Be peace, be at ease, be at peace with it, make peace with it, be here now. Something could be coming back from your past for you to confront and find peace with. Heal this situation. Whatever you rushed into, I'm telling you, this is really beautiful. It's almost like on some level you may have even completely forgotten about it. But no, now you're remembering. Now you're going to experience it and understand it on a different level. It's almost like coming back at a time when you have so much more patience. So we have embarrassment, or yeah, like it's public recognition, but it could be embarrassment or some sort of failure. Maybe something didn't get off the ground. And it's almost like, okay, I'm good with that. Not that you're good with failure, but that you're good on some level with the idea that maybe embarrassment or failure or something not so comfortable happening is part of the frickin' process. And you don't want to let it stop you, and you really shouldn't let it stop you, Aquarius. Why? Because check this out. We have a bunch of movement forward for you. We have Queen of Wands, so this is somebody who's extremely attractive and appealing, public recognition, a bunch of notoriety maybe. It could even be a person, fire sign feminine. Lots of opportunities, things happening really quickly. Maybe things happening really quickly between the two of you, or maybe people see things, somebody will see things from your perspective this time because they've kind of been humbled. This feels to me less like embarrassment and more like a missed opportunity that now it's like I'm gonna jump on because I've fucked this up before and I'm not gonna do it again. This is abundance. It feels like you're dealing with a very confident and competent feminine, maybe a maternal energy, somebody who is very abundant in terms of their resources, their monetary resources, but also she just has a lot to give. This is a very fertile energy, and then we have death. But it doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean actual death. It means transformation. It actually means metamorphosis. So yeah, there's definitely this glow up or grow up about the energy around you now, Aquarius, where you are definitely leveling up and doing things differently. I want to get some information on these two cards, this one in the past, this one now. I'll say this, you're handling this sort of like, maybe, I don't know if it's embarrassment or something just didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. You're handling this very, very well. And that's good, because the fact that you're handling it well is based on the fact that in the past you didn't handle it well. You let it make you react. In the past you reacted and you made your decisions being reactionary as opposed to being faith-filled and just kind of like finding a tranquility. Okay, this stuff happens, which is what you're doing now. And I love sometimes we have to go through shit in order to not repeat the same mistakes. And it feels like you've made this mistake before. You know what it causes. You're not going to do it again. There is an ebb and flow to life, right? So what is this? Please, please God, clarify the Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands in reverse is about something. It's about a delayed new beginning, or about a delayed interest. Maybe you weren't really sure, or you had to think about something before you were certain that it was a good move for you. That's okay too. Let me show you the cards. We have, right on top of the Six of Wands, we have the Four of Swords, which is all about reflection, just taking a break, and then Ace of Wands, something new. There's something here that maybe you don't feel like you're keeping up with, or that you know you got to get on, but it's like, I know I've got to do this differently because I understood it from the past, because I get it and I've been able to reflect on the past. I know I've got to look at this in a different way, and you certainly are. Let's go into this. We have the Flamingo Spirit in reverse. What was this? Could you please clarify? Could you please clarify, God? What was this? Oh yeah, something way in the past. It was a directional change, something that maybe you longed to do, but things weren't really clear how to get there. That's what it was. Underlying energy. Ooh, you had a choice between two passions, or at least you were considering, but there seems to have been a stagnation. You didn't know how to get there, or you didn't know how to get to your aspirations. There was some sort of, and this is you, like so you definitely were not secure or were not sure. That's I'm certain of. And then we have Seven of Cups, which means there was confusion with the Queen of Swords about what decision to make. You couldn't make up your mind, and maybe so you got stuck in between because you couldn't make up your mind, right? Now it's like, I'm ready to make up my mind. I've had enough time to think about it. I'm ready to decide. Okay, God, let's open that floor up. What is Aquarius, or what should Aquarius decide? Oh, this card came out too. So this is happiness and selection and joy and school, celebrating with friends, or being around people that you really, really like. Okay, what should Aquarius choose? You should choose what makes you happy and what doesn't. Fuck it. And this could also mean being able to finally move on from where you had settled for so long. That's what it is. It's almost like you had been happy, and it's not like the happiness was false. The happiness was real. Maybe even away from your family. It's almost like what used to make you happy, or where with a place that used to make you happy. This is why it took so long. You're ready to move on from it. It doesn't look like anything bad happened. It's that you're leveling up and you're ready to move forward. So at the very least, consider that this is a time for you to move forward, to see yourself in a future place, and let go of the things that, let go of what doesn't fulfill you anymore. Something is not making you as happy as it used to. And so don't think that you can't move on from this, because there is happiness and joy, and there is celebration. I think that you're kind of done. I don't know, it's like you're just moving on to a next phase in your life. Let's get a moon card. Yeah, haven't pulled one yet. Remember, there's always an extended reading. I hope that you will join me. All you got to do is find me on Vimeo or go to my website. All the videos are there. Aquarius. 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 Expect powerful change. Okay. And that's what this is. That's what I got. It's like, yeah, you're ready for this change. Nothing bad has happened. You're just done with something. And you have enough love in your heart and certainty about what makes you happy to know that you're moving on in the right direction, or feel secure that yes, you are moving on in the right direction. But this is a change, right? Expect powerful change. Work through your fears. Beautiful energy. We have that scorpionic energy again, sort of facing your fears, dredging up the things that you tried to repress or suppress or push down, being able to confront them. Not just they don't exist anymore, but being able to confront them. And it's almost like you're not afraid of what you used to be afraid of, because the happiness is so strong that there's a certainty in you that didn't exist before. So whereas you may mistake this for a moment in the past, and I'm sure it's linked to it because it wouldn't show up if it wasn't, I don't think that you could have made the decision that you're about to make without having gone through this. You know, you're at a place where the happiness is strong enough for you to leave behind the fears that aren't serving you, as well as the emotions that aren't serving you, or the interests that aren't serving you. You're ready for this change, because at this point you've grown your wings. Now it's just time to burst out of your cocoon. Powerful change. Are you ready? Yeah, you are absolutely ready. Work through your fears by confronting them, and a win-win outcome is forecast. This is just happiness. And once again, balance. Something here has balanced itself out. It's evened itself out. So wherever there was doubt or fear, Aquarius, you're finding the resolution to that, especially in partnership, because we have Libra energy here. Yeah, if y'all want a full rundown on the astrology that supports this, go to my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. I do an astrology breakdown every week. But coming into this week, I know that there is an energy of Venus conjuncting the South Node, Venus conjuncting the Moon, Venus square. Venus is very active here. Venus is transferring from Libra into Scorpio. So there is this energy of maybe she's got to go deeper and see deeper to be able to balance everything out, especially all the crap that's being drudged up, that unconscious stuff, or the stuff that happened so long ago you'd forgotten about it. So where are we headed? A win-win outcome is forecast. That's beautiful. Especially with feelings. So if you've been holding yourself back, or holding yourself in a place where you're content but you're not really happy, you know this is not your spot, it's time to move on from that safety place, because I can guarantee you what you're being pulled to wants you to. I can guarantee you that. If you've ever read the book The Alchemist, then you know what I'm talking about. When the author gives you 5 steps to really finding your treasure, which is like your heart's purpose. And he says the 4th step is the easiest one, is the one that makes most people fail. Because the 4th step is a comfort zone that is really hard to break away from, because you're like, why should I risk all this wonderful stuff? Because it's not your truth. Because it's not your full journey. And to settle there is still to fail. And not a lot of people don't even care. But if your heart has been awakened to a true purpose, or to a soulmate, or you know, you've awakened to a divine calling, you can't ignore that call because you've gotten someplace cozy. So I think this is the reawakening of you realizing, I am happy here. I am happy with what I've experienced. This is not an act of ingratitude. It is an act of courage to move on to that next phase, to actually find that purpose. I know it's calling. I'm still hearing the call. It wants you to, Aquarius, and you're not far off from it. Get out of that comfort zone, because it will drag you down. Let's go to the extended. I will see you guys there. The links are below, or just check out my website.